Hey everybody, Model Man Tom here. So let me start off by saying a really big, sincere, and genuinely big thanks to Brad Carpernter over in Texas. He's a longtime viewer of mine, and he saw that I was painting my car up with a Star Wars theme, X-Wing specifically, and he said he had the perfect accessory for me. And here we've got an R2Dome. Brad builds robots over in Texas, and if you want to see some really phenomenal work, head over to his channel, Braddock001. It'll be linked throughout this video here. And Brad was good enough to send this along to me, along with some Rebel and Imperial decals. So obviously, since I'm going X-Wing, one or two of those will go on the car, but I got some good kill decals for Imperial hits. And Brad also was thoughtful enough to include some spare model parts from a kit I'm going to guess he didn't build. It looks like the Flying Sub, but that doesn't necessarily mean what's in here. Maybe it's the whole model. I don't know. I haven't checked that out yet, but there's definitely going to be some good parts for some scratch building that I have in mind if I don't build it as the kit. This dome is just huge. If you want to talk about volume, I can't even believe how big this thing really is. It's I've seen some R2 units in person, and they struck me as large. Now actually having the dome on my table here, it really just shows everything off. This radar eye here is made out of resin. It's a little wobbly, but it will be attached relatively easy. There's a few parts that I have to buy for this. 3 hollow projectors, one here, one up here, and then one right down here. I think a couple marbles go in there. A lot of these panels are going to have to be cut out, and you can probably see there's a few seam lines running up and down the entire thing here that I will have to eliminate. So it will be a bit of a project, and as such I've really been looking to build my own astromech for quite a few years now, and this is my first official part. So basically I am announcing right now my first official R2 astromech YouTube channel. Look around for Gears McTinkersome, because I plan on tinkering around some with this R2 unit and doing some really good stuff with it. I'll link that here as well. And I really don't know how much more there is to say. I'm going to put most of the builds, so like my car fighter, I've got an R2LA video on my Model Man channel. I'm going to keep those there, but basically everything new that happens from here out, I'm going to go post over on that channel. So definitely please head over and subscribe to that. Leave some channel comments. You know, make the place look good and feel like it's been there a while. This is just really great. I can't believe the generosity of Brad here, and I've already put one of the Rebel logos on my laptop, and it's just great. It's a really nice piece of vinyl. I don't know how he cut those. I was thinking about making some for the car and cutting them by hand and spray painting them on, but this is just really going to save a massive amount of trouble. The dome itself here is fiberglass, and the radar eye is resin. So I'm going to have to heat this up and fit it into place when the time comes. As you can see, there's definitely a good amount of work here to do. I'm debating whether I'll actually cut out these panels or just leave them and mask them and paint them. Technically, they should be cut out and put back in, but I basically think I'm going to use this dome as something of a learning experience to figure out how to proceed. And being fiberglass, there's definitely going to be a lot of particular safety precautions I've got to take when working with this. So basically, if you're sanding or working with fiberglass, you got to have every inch of your skin covered. You're going to have to wear a respirator. A dust mask is not adequate, so I'm going to have to finally invest in that. Goggles, probably gloves. Basically, once you start sanding this, all the particulate matter gets on your skin and just itches like hell. So I'll be doing that, but first off, we definitely got to dress the surface up here a little. So this is definitely going to be a longer term project. It'd be nice to have it ready for the summer or in a couple months for the spring of 2011. We'll see how it goes, but as it gets closer, I might just start putting it in the car regardless. And speaking of the car, I'm also going to have to make a stand for this guy because there's nothing in the car that will hold him into the right position. So I've been debating for many years about taking my back seats out because I do have a two-door and I don't really use the back seats too much at all. And if I did that, I could definitely Star Wars the car up a lot more than it certainly is now with a simple paint job. We'll see how that goes, though. That's definitely a long-term plan. I definitely have a lot of parts to do. There's lighting to be done and all sorts of really minor stuff. And again, really, head over to Brad's channel, Braddock001. Have a look at all the robot work he does. He's really good. Says he picked up some of his electronics work from some of my models, but I don't know. He's just really taken things beyond any limit that I've ever conceived of. But tons of robots if you want to see them from all sorts of sci-fi. And I think that's pretty much it. This guy was so big in the box that I couldn't fit it in my car, so I had to take him out and bring him along this way. So yeah, head over to Brad's channel, Braddock001. Head over to Gears McTinkersome. Check out that channel. Start filling it up with a few comments. Say hello, subscribe. And that's pretty much it. I'll probably do a couple astromech videos advertising on my Model Man site, but pretty much all the work is going to head straight over to Gears. So thanks again for watching. Thanks to Brad, because this is just totally unexpected and really generous of him. And I really appreciate the thought and the effort he put into getting this to me. So thanks a lot, Brad. I really appreciate this. This is really generous of you. And everybody, Braddock001, and head over to Gears McTinkersome. See ya.